Hey everyone, how's it going tonight? My name's Spencer, and this is Cory, the Stack Man, and we are best ball draft addicts. How are you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing okay. The the ear infection has made its way back into my life, but we for the brand, I'm here, baby.
Hey, here for the brand. Let's go. Joe says, let's draft. What's up, Joe? Chad, hello. La, la, la. Pierce hate validation skyrocketed. Keenan Allen, baby, Keenan. Hey, we're not going to talk about Alec Pierce. We're going to talk about the fact that this Lad McConkey
We're going to talk about players that actually
wheels up for
matter.
Lad McConkey. Quentin
Yeah,
Johnston, yeah,
the
baby.
very first thing as soon as I got the notification, I was like, oh my god, my lad shares. Oh, I'm so scared. That
Oh,
would have been awful.
all these Charger shares this whole time, like, just please, Keenan, sign anywhere else. And we've talked about, you've said on here too, like we've talked about, the Colts is perfect for him. Perfect. This is,
Yeah,
I'm so glad, Keenan.
yeah.
And
I
I,
mean, yeah, he's gonna feel. Yeah, this thing is, it'll be now. I don't think he's. I think Pittman is a better player at this point of their careers, but he more closely mirrors what Pittman brought. So, like, obviously, Pierce coming back from the injury, still we don't have a timeline. But then also Josh Downs being a smaller guy, the Colts had to make this
they
move.
had to. And it's going to help, I think. It's going to end up helping Tyler Warren so defenses don't double team him and
Yep.
have to focus on him. So, like, I just really, I thought that was the perfect landing spot. So, something good because there's been a lot of bad in the last couple days since we've
Yeah.
talked. Injuries galore. Everyone is getting hurt. Dude, your
Yeah.
boy Taekwon today, what happened? What have you heard?
Uh,
I saw
all I
started off
yeah.
field.
Well, and that's actually something that we should bring up is keep in mind if you're not used to training camp and camp trash, being carted off the field in training camp means like it doesn't mean what you think it means. It's not like, when we're watching actual
Holy
football
cow.
on
Yeah.
the field, we think that when we hear someone was carted off, you're like, oh, well, that's it, season's over. But that isn't the case in training camp. Most cases, guys are they're carted off because it might just be a long walk to the
Mhm.
facility. Um, in the Chiefs case, down in St. Joe, their training camp, like when they go down to their field, it's like literally a steep incline walk down. So whenever someone tweaks something, they just get carted up. Like Taekwon was riding in the front of the cart, but it is a hammy, so
The hammy.
something to keep an eye on. But again, happening early, that's okay. I Brees Hall was the one that like my heart sank
Right?
because
I
that I
know.
saw that and it was on a non-contact too, and I was
Mhm.
just like I fell to my knees praying to the gods above because
Oh,
I've got a fair share of Brees Hall, and
yeah.
but thankfully it looks like he's gonna be out a couple weeks as far as like no, I mean preseason, not but that's fine. Um, but yeah, he's gonna miss a little time in the preseason, but all it should be wheels up for week one.
Oh man. Well, yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Just get back by week 1, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Couple things.
Debo, bring him home. Chiefs
Yeah.
need Tyreek Hill.
He just got to get that left leg going. He said he has no
Ah,
power, so we'll see. But Tyson, biggest landmine I landed. Yeah. Manungai,
yeah.
Kyle Manungai went down. He's going to miss some time. It doesn't look, I mean, obviously the biggest one has been Jordan Tyson. If you haven't heard, who hasn't heard, but Jordan Tyson looking like it's going to be close to 2 months. So we're probably not going to get him back until mid October, May at the early, or like early to mid
This is
October.
assuming
So
no setbacks. Yeah.
yeah, that's assuming no setbacks. And my understanding is this isn't the hammy that he had problems with in college. It's the other one, and that's what his thing has been is soft tissue and injuries and stuff like so. It's not a good start.
Right? Yeah. Oh, Joe, starting early, buddy.
Yeah,
Early and often. There. So my boy Parker hurt right now.
Parker Washington, but calm down. All the truthers can rest easy. It doesn't sound like it's serious, but Parker Washington did get tweaked up. Actually, I don't know if you saw DJ Moore return to practice today.
Good.
So DJ Moore, wheels up on him. Najee Harris signed with the Giants. It's Tyrone Tracy. It's got a little. I don't think that does anything for Scatterbo, but that should drop Tyrone Tracy a little bit. Like, if you're a Tyrone Tracy drafter, then that's not great news. Now, granted, Najee already looked like he was running in sand, and then he popped his Achilles. But still, it was enough for the Giants to at least sign him. But they've signed like every old player this year, so we'll see. But yeah, Kyle Monangai looking like he's going to miss some time. I don't know if it'll go into the regular season or not, but it's tough because it's not a season ender or anything like that. He'll be back, and it could even be back week 1, but it's definitely one to monitor and draft with a little more caution, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, and personally, I wasn't
rightfully so. Almost got him killed.
Right. I wasn't picking a ton of Monangai recently. He's someone I was on early, and then I had sort of cooled, as I've talked about, like the other week 10 running backs that go around him. RJ Harvey, Dobbins, Gainwell. These are the guys that Harvey and Gainwell specifically, the two that I had been more gravitating to. Gainwell the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But so Tracy blocking assignment messed up. They signed Najee. Yeah, that's absolutely, bud. Yeah.
I don't remember if by Saturday if we had the diagnosis on Jeremiah Love or not. I don't remember if we did, but Jeremiah Love, it's an ankle. It's a high ankle. So he's done for the preseason. They haven't said if it's gonna be in week 1 or not. I expect him to fall a little bit, like probably toward the back of the 3rd round, or mid to back 3rd round. That wouldn't surprise me.
It's not been happening yet. I've been drafting these puppies like crazy, and for the last couple of days, he's not fall. I was hoping he would fall to the end of the 3rd. It's not. He's still going about the same spot.
Yeah, and who isn't hurt? Tyler Algier.
Seattle
he is far from it.
This is Terry and Arnold.
Yeah, Terry and Arnold. Yeah. Well, one thing that real quick, so we're going to jump into a draft here in a few minutes, but one thing that Spence and I were talking about earlier and that I wanted to kind of bring up is it's just an interesting talking point to me. We started to touch on it on the last stream, but that's like, it was about the things that kind of you don't even want to call it data, but things that we do or the things that we believe and that we don't leave to fit our own narrative. And one thing that the reason where it kind of sparked my interest, so obviously the root of all argument in this channel is Alec Pierce. And that's how it came up the other day, is like, I'm using I think it was Zero using the contract to justify drafting him, where I am probably doing the same thing for someone else. It's just one of those, we all have those biases. Like, my number one, hands down, is BTJ, where Debo, if you're still there, I know you'll agree with me here, but I still think he's great. And I still think he's the most talented receiver on that team. And that's why I've been I haven't been a Parker Washington guy, even though every single sign is pointing to Parker Washington being the wide receiver 1, every report, everything. I just refuse to believe it. And I'm still drafting BTJ because I think he's the most talented player, but that doesn't always mean that he's going to get the lion's share. Well, Spencer, what brought it up earlier is that you're still drafting CMC. You've been a CMC guy all summer. I've been cautious, and he's missing, but he's still missing practice. He hasn't returned to practice, and it's because of tightness. Kyle Shanahan, I don't know if you saw this, was asked if he thinks it's contract related, and Shanahan just immediately dismissed it. So that doesn't seem, I was like, that's actually bad news, because if this was like a hold-in situation, oh, okay, sigh of relief. But if it is actual tightness, this is just starting to sound familiar. you can. What do you think?
Yep. So, well, first off, me and Zach are on the same page of no BTJ, no Marv for me either. So here's the thing. And I talked to you about this with McCaffrey, specifically in regards to McCaffrey and taking him in the first round. Unless there's something definitive, right? Unless I know there's a problem for sure. I've been drafting him this whole time, understanding the risk. This right now changes none of that. Nothing would change it unless there was a definitive come out. This is an issue. This is going to linger into the season. But right now, what do you really expect? If it is a contract situation, what do you expect Kyle Shanahan to say whenever he's asked that at a podium? I mean, of course he's going to shoot it down. I mean, he's not going to be like, well, actually, yeah, it is. And our agents and him are talking. Yeah, well, that's not going to happen. So that doesn't really matter how he answered that question to me. For me, it's just this simple. Christian McCaffrey in the last 3 years, and I talked to you about this, I'll be talking about my little metric that I have for valuing what people do specifically to impact your best ball teams. There's only been 2 running backs in the last 3 years that have had an impact score of 100 or more based off of my scoring system. Only 2. Not even Bijan, not Gibbs. Neither of them. Guess what? Both of them are Christian McCaffrey last year and in 2023. And in the middle, in 2024, he basically missed the whole season. And the injury happened right before the season started because we were drafting him. I was drafting him gung-ho. So 2024, it burned me. But I drafted him all of 23. I drafted him all of 25. And now I'm drafting him all of 26. It is what it is. I will take the Christian McCaffrey chance because he's just a huge difference maker. But when you move down in the draft, I think being cautious and is probably a smarter thing to deviate more and to actually mix things up more. Like with Parker Washington, I've been drafting him all summer, as you know. Now, before this little injury news, now all of the buzz and all of the hype is on Parker. Well, I'm not taking him as much now because he's getting steamed up the boards, and I have so many shares of him late or later, I should say. So will I occasionally take him? Yeah, but whenever I'm ready to take Parker Washington, I'm looking at my team, he's not there. Someone's already taken him. So that's just sort of how these things go this time of year. Like Chad has talked about how he's not even drafting right now. Chad's like, I've done all of my drafting before. I like the way it was. I'm good.
Yep. Yeah. And where I fall on it is I'm on the other side of it. And like, this is just confirming my bias, I guess, if you want to call it that history is not in CMC's favor. I understand that. Yeah, if you guaranteed me even 15 games, he's still wide receiver. He's still running back. If not
he's
one,
running back
he's
one.
2 or 3.
If he's 15 games,
yeah. So, however, doesn't seem to be any in between. He either smashes in his RB1 or completely nukes your team. So that's and
I think it's fine.
I pointed it out before, and like this is again, I have pointed it out and you chose to ignore it, and that's fine. It's just like statistically speaking, no running back has ever had over 400 touches in a season and repeated the next year. It's literally never happened. We just saw the most recent case, Saquon Barkley last year.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's exactly, and it's funny, last year you faded Saquon for that exact reason. And now you're not fading McCaffrey, which both have. Saquon has when Saquon's healthy, and also all the years that he was he had his big rookie year, but then he had the injuries. And so there's some correlation there. And that kind of speaks to my point where it's all about how you feel about the player, I think, ultimately, too. Because I don't understand why there's more confidence in McCaffrey than there was Saquon last year. Unless it's just strictly a gut feeling. Which most of this is, right?
Yeah, it is. And I guess really what it boils down to is so let's just use my numbers that I haven't shown to people yet, but I will soon whenever I start coming out with these videos.
This is the tease.
So Saquon 2 years ago in his Giant season, he had an impact score of 84. Compare that to last year, Bijan was the number one. He had an impact score of 88. Well, he was the number one non-McCaffrey, I should say. McCaffrey was 101 last year and 102.5 in 2023. Yeah, the negative 11 in between there because that's part of the gamble. You can get the negative. He might be nothing. But also, it's where he's at. See, I think that the risk of him whenever he goes at pick 6, 7, or 8 is already built into that spot. Otherwise, he would be going 1. Like McCaffrey would be 1 if he was younger and we felt more confident in his injuries, So, but he's not. He's going 6, 7, or 8.
And to be fair, if you got out of McCaffrey this year what you got out of Saquon last year, would you be that mad?
Not that bad.
Because he finished like RB13. Did he return ADP? No, but he didn't kill you.
Saquon's impact score last year was 25.8, which was RB16 in points. In points, he was RB16, but impact score 25.8. To give that a number,
but you're talking but that's I was going to say because like RB13 is what but I might have been looking at PPR, full PPR.
Yeah, and I'm talking about Underdog. Yeah,
yeah. So, okay. It was just, we don't have to go.
No. Did I say 16? 13.
Yeah.
It was 13.
Yeah, okay. That's what
I was looking at 2023. That's why I looked at 23 instead of 25. But.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised he was even that high. I don't know. For some reason, just in my brain, outside of his rookie year, like maybe one other year, I just feel like he sucked with the Giants all the time. But
yeah, nonetheless. So anyway, this is just an interesting discussion. Which
there's plenty of players that we can that fall into this bucket. It was just an interesting conversation, an interesting talking point of like there's players out there that there's a million reasons to fade them, but we don't because we love them.
And then others we do. And it may not even be as good of a reason, but we do. So it is what it is. Like, for me, a guy who I like, I've talked about fading. I like this player. You love this player, but it's the round 2 price. He's never come close to returning it. Could he this year? Absolutely. He could return first round, but I'm not taking Ken Walker. Rarely. I'm 3 or 4% Ken Walker. Because there's so many other good round 2 picks, and Ken Walker has never produced that level of value.
Marion Hampton.
Hampton.
We're there. Yeah, those guys are being drafted just based on projection. At least with Walker, they're now okay. You know what? I'd say actually there's probably a better case for Hampton because we're projecting what he can be, whereas like we have a much larger sample size. Now, granted, it's on a different team, but Ken Walker has just steadily been the same guy every year. And we draft him waiting for this potential RB1 ceiling, and it never comes to fruition.
To your point, listen to the last 3 years. This is in points, okay? RB23, RB26, RB20.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to hear the impact number? Last year, 25 was only 4.3.
Yeah.
2 years ago, it was 28, and 23, it was 21. So that's
Walker
positive.
made all his money in the playoffs last year.
Yes,
like all the contract that he got, that came in the playoffs when Charbonnet was gone. Yep. I think what's helped his case, one, being attached to the Chiefs, hopefully, but also the fact that like they brought nothing in. They don't have a Zach Charbonnet that's going to be siphoning off these targets or siphoning off these snaps from him.
Emmett, baby. Emmett.
He looked good in preseason, just saying. Real quick before we jump in, I'm going to address this. I don't understand the Nagy hate. Can you explain it? Oh boy, how much time you got?
2 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, the thing with Nagy is whenever he was our OC in 2017, that was Alex Smith's last year. I take offense. No, actually, it was it would have been 2017. Kareem Hunt won the rushing title as a rookie, but then since then, I honestly think the best fantasy player that we've had was like Damian Williams, who did go off that the like tail end of that Super Bowl run and did playoff dang. Like Damian Williams, not
he
in
was pretty good
totality,
there for a
not in
while.
totality, but he had that like he's one of those weird guys that like toward the back end of the year would always just like ball out. But anyway,
Nagy.
but yeah, Nagy, like so anyway, how he got the Bears job was essentially Andy Reid, for the first time in his tenure with the Chiefs, at least, gave up play calling to Matt Nagy, and then our team's offense just exploded. That's what got him the job in Chicago. Then when he came back because Mahomes loves Nagy. He came back as like a passing game coordinator or something. And the last year that the Chiefs were truly like explosive on offense was when Bieniemy was Bieniemy's last year. And then since Nagy took over in 2023, that's everybody that talks about how kind of bland vanilla the Chiefs offense has been. It's been since Matt Nagy's been there. Now, in his defense, he doesn't call plays. Andy Reid calls plays. But there's, I think, an element to Matt Nagy that he's very, it's like boring style. There's not a lot of creativity, not a lot of innovation. He doesn't have that spark that Bieniemy has as far as like holding guys accountable. So I think that's kind of where the hate's coming from. I know Chiefs fans, we were just begging for a change because it's just, you've got freaking Mahomes. Like, just, we want the light show again. We want the fireworks again, not dink and dunks. So that's generally the hate. Yeah. I mean, right, exactly. Bears were, and he had that first. Well, actually, it's hilarious that Matt Nagy was actually NFL Coach of the Year in 2018, his first year with the Bears, and they won 12 games. And Mitchell Trubisky went to the Pro Bowl. It hasn't gone well since, but still. So yeah, I mean, maybe, and I'm not fading them because of Nagy. I mean, I don't think, I don't know. That just, and I'm Spencer can attest. Like, I'm pretty. I do factor in schemes and coaching a lot more than you do, right? So, and the Nagy thing doesn't really scare me.
Yep.
I think he gets probably a little more bad rap than he deserves, and I hate that that's where we're at right now, defending Matt Nagy, but. I just don't think it was working in Kansas City. That doesn't mean it can't work somewhere else. Let's do a draft, though.
Let's do a draft.
Poppy 3. It's going to be,
this is
it. This is the last hurrah.
This is the last hurrah. It is at, as we speak, 96.1%. No chance it's here tomorrow. It'll be gone probably by 9 or 10 in the morning.
Well, and it just so happened that I'm at 48 Puppy 3, so this will be my last. So I've got 2 more. We're gonna bust out 2 tonight. I'm gonna get to 50, and then I'm out.
All right,
not for the rest of the season, just this tournament. Let's not get crazy. Okay.
Yep. All right, let's do it.
All right, so
hey, appreciate that, Vegeta. Yeah, guys, anyone who's watching here, yes, please go ahead and hit that like button. It definitely helps us out a lot. Thank you for reminding us, Vegeta.
Appreciate that, brother man. All right, so if you're new here, we're gonna count down from 9. The patented 9 count that never fails, even though it's been failing a lot lately, but we're sticking with it because we already got the copyright. All right.
We already have T-shirts ordered.
We already have the trademark. The T-shirt guy's been paid.
All right. I'm ready. I got it here.
Okay. Counting down from 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enter.
11 more.
No. Dang it.
Did it just happen? Did you get the one person cut off? Let's see. Well, draft filled. Let me see who's in this one that I'm in. That dang 9-second countdown.
I know. I hate to admit it might be dead. Wow.
All right.
Like no one's in
Joe.
here.
We got Joe, Cleves, Dave, Zach. Yep. You start. You somehow.
Why does this keep happening? It's me every time.
I don't
Yeah.
know. All right. Let's go ahead and get this board up on the stage for y'all. So next time, hopefully, you'll be the one. Let me change the view here.
Well, if anybody, I don't know, I can't, I don't recognize anyone's names, handles or anything, um, but if you're in, I'm pick 10 in my draft, C Lee 22.
Yep.
If you're
All
in,
right. Joe, yeah, see, Joe, like I said, Joe, I saw you in there. I saw Joe's at the 1-2. Let me get the comments thrown up here on the stage. All right, well, I'll just lead the show for this one, Cory, and then
sure,
next time
we'll try
I'll do the
again.
countdown and see if you can get in that one. You can lead
Yeah.
the show. All right. So you go ahead and take care of the comments for me there.
Yeah. I would love to do that, but honestly, now, I mean, is it broken? What do we do to fix it? Surely we don't go to 8.
All right,
Everyone
so
does 8 counts.
I really want to take JSN here, but because of our discussion of McCaffrey, I'm going to do it based off of principle right now. And what we just talked about, what I just said, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to stick to what I was saying and do it
Well,
here. Although, truthfully, most of the time I take JSN because as much as I love McCaffrey, I do think JSN is absolutely incredible. And I would rather start gambling with McCaffrey versus Jonathan Taylor. Even Amon Ra, you could still take. I mean, I'm fine with.
I think the debate is even more about Puka right now, given the injury, and granted they've downplayed it, but the injury and then the legal stuff too.
Yep. Puka. Well, he ain't falling. I'll say that.
Yeah, I've seen him get to 6, but it's rare.
I will tell you this. This blew my mind. I was actually in a draft the other day. I didn't tell you about this, Cory. I had pick 8, and JSN fell to 8. That was a first for me.
Wowza.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so it's on Zachy Boy right now. Dave from pick 7, I'm sorry, pick 8, went with his boy CeeDee Lamb, pushing Jonathan Taylor down. Zachy Boy grabbing Chase Brown, and who you going to pair with him at the turn?
Earlier, I got that was a fun team I drafted. I did a puppy this morning, and I got Lamb Jefferson at the turn, pick 12.
Yeah,
That was kind of fun.
It's kind of rare too to get the Lamb Jefferson both to fall. So Chase Brown and Saquon is who Zachy Boy went with. Now we're coming back around to Dave. Dave, what you going to do here? Who you pairing with CeeDee Lamb? Who's Dave pairing with CeeDee Lamb, Cory? The answer, O'Marion Hampton. We're getting ready to come back to me. A-Chan's gone. It's going to be A.J. Brown or Bowers. I'm one of the two. And guess what? Might as well stick to the brand.
There it is.
Go ahead and take. I think that I saw Bowers has some sort of injury too right now, so that's just great. Screw it. I'm not going to stop taking him now.
Yeah. Brock Bowers.
Dave hit it as you said, 3. Zach did it at 4. Joe's been getting a lot of pick 2s recently. Hey, buddy, build those Bijan shares.
Okay. So 2 days ago, he's missing from Raiders practice. No explanation, but he practiced Monday, so no, he's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine.
It was a personal matter. He's not hurt.
I'm just like with Brock Bowers. Even if they were something, I'll tell you. Even if his knee thing popped back up here in the preseason, I would still draft him because, I mean, that's not ideal. I mean, that knee really knocked him out for a while last year. But the offense is going to be so much better than last year's offense, and I'm sure he would probably sit out a few games and come back better as opposed to trying to play through it like he did last year.
Did Bowers actually get that hair surgery? Was that real?
I did not hear about that. Why? Because
No, he didn't. No,
hairline?
He did not get a hair, because I had heard there was a rumor going around that he was, like it's in Turkey, I think, where they've got like that procedure that like guys go like crazy, like you see like airplanes full of dudes flying to Turkey for that hair transplant surgery or whatever, and there was talks that Bowers did, but I guess it was a no-go.
I did not see that. No, I did not.
If he did, does he go? How does it affect your ADP? Like, is it is it one of those like, oh, he's caring too much about his hair, not enough about football, or because like the lack of hair kind of makes him more of a football guy, does it not?
I mean, it kind of does. It wasn't even a on my radar one way or the other.
Well, it is now.
It is now, though, baby.
Yeah,
I grabbed
keep
Zay
it in mind.
Flowers.
Just,
I'll keep the
maybe
hair thing in mind.
Just something to watch.
Something to watch out for. CD Lamb is around 2 for me. It's him or Pickens at any given week. Lamb has dropped off every year since 2024. Yeah, it's true. He has. I still think Lamb is incredible. I love him, but I completely get the point. Super Saiyan Vegeta, absolutely. But
to be fair, he has dropped off because like he was wide receiver 1 that year, and there's literally no way to go up.
Yeah, that's true. But I agree though. I do think that he's the one to be. I mean, in Jefferson, you can be cautious about because of Kyler. So,
we are very much even year Dak.
Cory,
that was
Cory
one of the.
is,
I think that was the first episode. Like one of the talking points is that if you go back, it's every even year he has either missed time with injury or been a big disappointment.
Yep, and Dak was hurt the last half of 24. Lamb was hurt last year. Yeah, there's been reasons. There are things, but this is just what happens.
Easy, Dave. Sorry, it's like we're talking about your kids or something.
You are talking about his kids. So speaking of, let's go ahead and catch up with what we've done here. So it's back on Dave now. He went McBride in round 3. McBride, I've been getting a lot more round 3s of, by the way, Cory. And Zach, he went with Josh Allen and DJ Moore, double tapping them at the 3-4. Love that. That's a really nice combo there. And then it's about to come back to me. Cleves went with a 3 wide receiver start of Puka, Pickens, and Olave, which is really nice. Joe went with Bijan, moved up Cam Scattaboo and Ladd McConkey to get a very interesting combo. Moving Scattaboo up to 23. I didn't even notice that when you did it, Joe. Very interesting. Now back to me. This is a good, nice 6-pick fall of Tet McMillan, and I'll go ahead and take that. Now we move back to Cleves.
Because there's another real quick. I'm going to make this pick, and then I was going to ask you about another player. All right. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Josh Jacobs, I believe, returned to practice today. Yep. Also, real quick, I've been noticing Egbuka falling. It's because of the toe, which it sounds like turf toe. They said it was a sprained toe. I think that's just turf toe. But there's been the latest thing I saw is they were confident week 1. Now it doesn't seem as confident for week 1. But where do you fall on that?
Say that one more time. What was the question?
Okay, so I would say Egbuka. I think I don't know if they're officially calling it turf toe, but it's the toe. But he's been falling to the back at like late 30s. He went 37 in this one. You and I have been because we're a football show right now. But no, we did not mention Cattell Marte.
He said something about Cattell. I was going to, buddy. I was going to.
Yeah.
Cattell just didn't show up yesterday. I guess he's hurt. Anyway.
No. They said I think it was a personal matter or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Today it's come out that he's apparently seeking a specialist for something, and yeah, this is just
they need to get their story straight.
Anyways,
but anyway, Egbuka. So Egbuka, it's the toe thing. The toes, I mean, like especially turf toe, scary. That scares me because that hurts, and like that's everything I've heard is like it's kind of brutal, and that stuff lingers. So I don't know. I Spencer and I have been, I think, I don't want to speak for you, but we've been kind of lockstep in Egbuka in that we don't not like him. There's just typically names in that area we like a little more.
This is what it is. And for me, I'm as you know this, I'm a really big Chris Godwin guy. I love drafting Chris Godwin. He's one of my highest drafted wide receivers. And there's so many good people in round 3. I just don't take Egbuka. I'm a 5% or less Egbuka guy. Could that burn me? Yeah, it could. Hey, what's up, Fantasy Dog?
There he
Number
is.
7
What's
like.
going
Thanks,
on?
brother. Appreciate
Thank
you.
you. Appreciate that.
Smitty, so pretty. What's up, my friend?
Hey, yes, welcome.
Oh, right as I said about Godwin.
Yeah.
I just saw his question.
Yep, we are Godwin. We're Godwin fans, both of us. I think he's a great value. I love a bounce back for Chris Godwin this year.
Absolutely love Chris Godwin this year. Yeah,
I like McMillan too. I have pretty decent exposure to McMillan. I just really like the area that he goes in.
I'm not quite there on McMillan myself. I am also like a 5%er like Egbuka, but Godwin I'm like 14%. He's that's one of my highest drafted guys. All right, the whole thing was a debacle. I don't know what happened. I can wait. Oh, until American Footy Rant is over. Oh, talking about Cattell. Seriously, I know. I have Cattell on. I have one Dinger team left that was a Draft Addicts stream. And in that stream team, Cattell Marte's on it. I'm like, oh, of course. Chad loves your American Footy rants too, by the way.
American Footy rants. What is American Footy?
What did you say? What's American Footy?
American. Oh, football.
He's talking about football. Yeah. All right. So picking up on the draft here. So Zachy boy went with Zach, brother. This is a man from my own heart right here, coming from the top of my shares. Parker Washington and Tyler Warren. Very, very strong start to this team, Zach, at pick 12. Dave grabbing another Spence boy and Travion Henderson. He also got a round 4 ETN. I forgot to mention that. And then Caleb, because Dave loves unstacked quarterbacks. And then it's about to come back to me. I took Devontae Adams instead of Mike Evans last time. And that's, again, because I have a lot more Mike Evans than Devontae. I'm trying to get Devontae into double digits. Here's a chance for me to take Marv or BTJ at the top, but I'm going to pass. I'm not going to take either of them. And instead, we're going to go with an unstacked Jaden Daniels and see if I can get Diggs later.
Yeah, well, it's been insinuated, or it was actually, I think, asked directly to Kyle Shanahan, and he took umbrage with it. He did not care for that question and just deny. But like Spence said, why would he come out and say, yep, that's it? I don't know. It could absolutely be contract related, because all they've said is it's tightness. Ooh,
it's toy like a toiga.
He is toy like a toiger, is what he said.
Dave, why did you take Caleb then? Did he get autoed to you? He said draft ruined after the Caleb pick. I knew you were, Chad. Dave's a man after my own heart. Unstack is the real winner. Dave's all about unstack Justin Herbert, naked Herbert, baby, all the way. Oh, Dave got clocked. He was talking crap so hard about Caleb at our in-person draft. Michael, what's up, brother? Highest exposed at each position for you guys. Okay, real quick. Here it is. I'll give you mine. Cory, you pull up yours. This is through 649 teams. Quarterback, top 2, Malik Willis, Aaron Rodgers, and tied with that, Baker Mayfield. That's 13, 12, and 12. Running back, Kenny Gainwell, Tyler Algier, 35% and 25%. Very high for that. Number 2, 1 and 2 wide receivers for me. Zachariah Branch at 24%, Denzel Boston, 17%. And 1 and 2 tight ends, Brock Bowers, 26%, Tyler Warren, 17%. There you go. Top 2 at each position. Go, Cory.
Oh, dude, Shanahanigans, cannot. I seriously F that dude when it comes to fantasy. Shanahanigans.
While I was talking about that, I just got autoed. F.
The Brandon Ayuk thing from a few years ago. God, I was so high on Brandon Ayuk, and then he got in the doghouse and was awful that year.
Bro. I just talked through my pick and got autoed. Freaking Jordan Tyson.
Yowza. Well, hey, it's only 2 months.
Gosh dang it.
Yeah, it's only 2 months. It'll be fine.
Scribbling 12%, by the way, Chad. Gosh dang it.
Okay, I can. All right, how many picks am I away? Oh, I'm 10 picks away. We're
It's
good.
okay, Michael. It's all right, brother. It's my fault.
So quarter. All right. So at quarterback, my number one is Justin Herbert at 18.6. Now this is out of how many? This is out of 340. Um, but yeah, top quarterback is Justin Herbert. Um, at 18.6. Just behind him is actually Aaron Rodgers. That's happened recently, but I've been taking a lot of Rodgers late.
Mhm.
Cam Ward's at 15. Mahomes just right below him for. But let's see. Running back, Tyler Algier, 27%. Kenny Gainwell at 22%. And then it's all later guys. And then I've got 20%
So
Kamara.
we're the same top two, one of the same top quarterbacks. All right.
Yeah. Let's go receiver. No shocker, Tyquan Thornton, because I take him in round 18 a lot. But if we're talking like guys like that, I actually have like invested in, like high picks. Lad McConkey is my number one, and I have a 19%. And for tight ends, I don't even have to look. I know it's going to be Travis Kelsey, 23%. Then Tyler Warren at 20, Bowers at 15.
So
Travis
we're right
Kelsey,
there
I
with
still
Bowers
think
and
is
Warren.
just. I still maintain he's the best value in the entire draft. Like it's just, I just can't understand why people are just smashing that pick. I think it's got to be a Taylor Swift thing. That's my best guess.
It's got to be. It's got to be a Taylor
It
Swift
just
thing.
has to be a Taylor Swift thing. That's the only logical explanation. Ah, you jerk. You know what?
Okay.
Spence? I'm gonna take a little Jay Brooks.
Take a little Jay Brooks, baby. I wish I took some Jay Brooks in my life.
I mean, honestly, anything under 100 is too low
Man,
for Pat.
I'm still.
And what's
reeling
funny
off
too,
the
it's one of
Jordan
those weird
Tyson.
things. Like I feel like I take him so much, but not enough, I guess. Gotta bump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
Got to bump them real good. Okay, so I got to decide what to do here.
I've been noticing Tucker Craft falling. I guess it's like the snap count thing.
I haven't seen him falling.
Yeah,
I'm not
I mean,
really noticing that.
He's at, let's see, ADP 78, and where I've seen him fall past ADP just about in every draft I've done the last couple days. He just, someone just took Laporta over him, but he's at 78, and he's there at my pick at 87, and I don't have a tight end yet. And I am going to take Tucker Craft.
You take Tucker Craft, baby.
I just did it.
So Cleves went ahead and grabbed Diggs the pick after I passed and took Corum because I didn't get a running back the round before. And I forgot about Diggs because I knew I needed a running back because I was reeling off Tyson. And then Cleves just got me with Kenny Gainwell. So, Bill, come on down. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt on the squad. Joe, by the way, his last couple rounds, he did get Jonathan Brooks. He drafted Drake May, Jonathan Brooks, Jackson Dart, or Jackson Deerte, I mean, and Michael Pittman Jr. Yeah, I should have pronounced it right. I know.
Got to keep it church it up, dirt boy. Yeah, he is. He's a married man. He's on his. It's the last ride. Just it's stupid value. I just don't understand why more people aren't hitting it. I mean, he still had a good. Was he tied in 3 last year on points?
He might
have been. Chiefs are lowering their ADPs to force people to watch their game. I mean, you don't have to force people to watch their games. They're just must-see TV, is what it is. Anybody who doesn't like it's a hater. And yeah, Kittle and redraft, absolutely. It's a great value, and especially, it's a different. I mean, we draft him here in best ball, but yeah, I mean, redraft, and if you've got IR spots. If he's in double-digit rounds, especially, I haven't gotten it. I'm not in redraft yet. Spencer and I have our first redraft draft on Thursday. So I got to start brushing up on that.
Got to brush up a little bit. So I just went with Stafford, pair him with Devontae, be done at quarterback, Jaden Daniels, Stafford.
Or is he? Maybe he's lying. Maybe he's.
Tucker said
Maybe
he's on the
he's
snap
just.
count till midseason.
Yep. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe he's lying. And that's one of
Well,
those narratives
that could be what's moving his stock down.
Oh, it is. I mean,
Yeah,
like if you click on his name, it says
yeah.
something about a snap count. So, yeah.
I'm still wheels up on Tucker. He's
that's
top
fine
guy
by me.
for me.
It just maybe it's not. Maybe it's you need to insure yourself with a third tight end in that case, or a very high end tight end 2 or 1. Maybe he is your tight end 2. Who knows at this point? All right. What are we?
Packers are the most cautious team in the league at bringing back players. Hey, you know what? If they come back and play and are actually good, that's really what matters, ain't it?
That's all that matters.
That is what matters. So it's coming back to me here. I used to love waiting at running back so much more than I do right now with the landscape of the board.
Ooh.
Like right now, top one on the board is Aaron Jones. I'm going to do it, but I don't feel great about it. I really don't there as a 4 with this particular running back room that I have, but you just got to make do. It is what it is. Hey, what's up, Rob? Sorry to interrupt your draft and your 13 watchers, but where is this? I need to get a trade response from Spencer. He's waiting on. He offered me Lamar. Okay, Cory, let me get your opinion. This is in a dynasty league that we're in. Okay, Rob offered me Lamar Jackson for 2 first-round picks, 27 and 28, or 28 and 29, one of the two, but 2 first-round picks for Lamar. My quarterbacks are Baker, is my starter. Who's I've got, I'm going to go look it up real quick.
It's like he's clearly, your team very, very well.
Jacoby Brissett, Michael Penix. That's what I knew. It was Jacoby. I couldn't remember if there was another one. I thought I had Geno on this team too. Oh, I do. I have Geno too. Okay, so I have Baker, Geno, Jacoby, and Penix. So not great. Do I want to trade 2 first-round picks in the future for Lamar? I could use Lamar, but I don't know. What do you think? Rob, no. How are you going to advise me?
I now I would be fine doing that trade. I do know that the only caveat there, and I would have to go back and look at his scoring. I do know that in that league particular, his rushing for quarterbacks is nerfed. It is nerfed. So it's not as high as it normally would be. Again, I would have to go back and look and see how he's finished in that particular scoring to know whether I do it. I think the offer's fine. It really is a personal preference thing. I don't know. Given the track record of those 3 brothers, I expected that offer to be a lot worse, with all due respect, Rob. That's mostly about your brothers.
So I will. Yeah, you hear that, Debo. So the thing is this is why I've waited so long. He offered this to me like 2 weeks ago. He's been waiting.
Oh, dude, 2 weeks,
something like that. It's been it's been about 2 weeks ago.
I'm on Rob's side now. 2 weeks, that's ridiculous.
Oh, to wait that long?
Yeah, pooper, get off the pot, brother, man.
Well, it's pretty much no. Here's the thing: I've won this league without it's 2 quarterbacks.
Twice.
I've won it twice, and you can start 2 quarterbacks, but I don't even start a second quarterback. I only start 1 quarterback because I started a defensive player, a linebacker in that second super flex, because linebackers score more than quarterbacks do in this league scoring. So I've been able to get by with these quarterbacks and just make things work.
I won it once. Who am I to say anything?
So, but I mean, my future at quarterback does not look bright with Baker, Geno, and Jacoby because Penix sucks. But I'm sure I can find a quarterback at some point. So right now, this is why, Rob, why I've still made you wait, because I still don't know. As of this moment, I still have to say no. But but it's a dang good offer. It's a dang good offer.
It is. It's a fair offer for sure. I had to take an AirPod out. I'm dying right now.
Oh, your
Okay.
ear, bro.
Oh my god, it's brutal. Okay. So real quick, a little sneak peek on what your boys got going on over here. We're doing a little week 17 correlation build over here because that's how it kind of fell in the first 2 rounds of the Dolphins Bills game.
Okay, nice. I like that.
Yep. So
Gotta love that money.
It's fallen into place. That's faux show.
Dolphins, Bills, baby. So just
even though
ask you,
every time I'm doing this, someone always reaches on Dalton Kincaid, which is insane. He went 118 in this one. What are you doing, Dalton Kincaid? I don't even want to draft the guy.
I don't want to.
But come on,
Cory. I just took Keenan Allen at 150.
Ooh.
This is the spot that I think he needs to be going now. As soon as we hit right, it's the Jalen Naylor line. Right where when we hit Jalen Naylor, how is Keenan Allen not the immediate next best wide receiver over these names?
All right.
This is how I've been operating today in the drafts, and I'm like 4 or 5 deep today.
Naylor hardly know her. All right, Keenan Allen.
Cory is a Stacked Addict. If Cory has a spin-off channel of his own, it will be Stack Addict. There is 100% no doubt about that.
No, yeah, I don't.
That's good. That's good. That's pretty good.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all.
Oh no, actually, now you've got the wheels going in his mind, Chad.
So this is our last stream together.
Dave said, "Did someone say Dynasty League?"
Oh, I bet. Dave though cracks me up in that like he does so many. You'd think he'd be like obsessed with it, but when he like invites me or if I do it like during the draft, he's so like nonchalant about it. Like I did his one. I was the 12th guy to get in, and like he asked me if they needed a last guy, but he was like, during the draft, I just feel like he's not even like he's almost like trying to just like, all right, let's get done with this draft. I'm like, the draft is the best part. Why do you keep doing them?
He loves
like,
it.
I mean, the draft is the best part. If I could just draft dynasty teams and then never look at them again and have someone else take it, I absolutely would. I just like the draft. I don't want to manage it.
There went Cyrus and Jacoby Lane this round, by the way. So I'm glad I took Keenan because this is the thing. I think pick 150 is the line. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean that sounds about right. Yeah, because I would Jalen McMillan again. I'm a McMillan guy, but I definitely concede. If Keenan Allen, I don't know where he finished last year. Like if it were full, he's just so much better at full PPR than that half. But still, it's not like it's that bad. But like Omar Cooper is plummeting, and finally people are catching up. But yeah, I mean, I could definitely see a path over a lot of these guys. So I don't hate it.
Yep. I'll go look up and tell you where he finished last year. 1 second. I'm going to find my Keenan Allen page.
Okay.
He will be moving up my list way further than he is right now. All right. Last year, he finished wide receiver 34 with 135 points. It was a negative 10 impact, so he didn't have a lot of impact. He started the year off though with a lot of impact, and then from week 7 on, he didn't have one positive game from week 7 on. 1, 2, 3, and 7 were his big games, all good big games, nothing else, and he played all year. But this year he's in such a better spot.
Keenan,
yeah, with the Colts, absolutely he is. Don't you think?
No.
You don't think he's in a better spot than last year?
I mean, even with a Greg Roman offense last year, they were I'll have to double check this, but if I remember correctly, the pass rate was pretty high. Dang it. Just got sniped.
He's walking right into like the clear number 1 wide receiver at this moment as far as target wise. I mean, Warren will be the number 1 target guy. Period,
yeah, I guess maybe targets wise you could make that. But it's just not. It's a by far run first offense compared to where he was last year
That's true.
with a significant drop at quarterback. Um, like he had played 5 of 6 seasons of Herbert with Herbert, so he had the chemistry and everything. So, and like think about what he did in Chicago. Nothing.
Yeah, but that was also a terrible situation, and there was a lot of mouths to feed there too.
Okay. Is it? I mean, it was with Caleb. I mean,
DJ Moore in Rome. I mean, that's who was he.
Factor. And it was with a rookie quarterback, I guess. But I don't know.
Keenan only got scrub money. He did get scrub money, but I figured money's not a thing for him at this point. I don't know. He maybe 150. Maybe it is a little too aggressive. This is just where I'm at. Again, in my mind today, I'm thinking anything from after Jalen Naylor, I feel good with him.
Yeah, and that's fine.
I'll rank him. I'm going to rank him above that.
When you're drafting, you know what you're getting. Like it's floor and that plays. It's just like if you're looking for guys like if you do go early and on guys that are like your Jamison Williams and Alec Pierce and guys like that, and you need more of a floor guy, Keenan makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I don't know. Would you expect him to factor that much?
Well, so the thing is, I judge based off of it's a positive week on whether or not they get 10 points or more. Okay. And the last 2 seasons have not been good from an impact perspective. He's been -10-1, yes. But even 2 years ago, when you're talking about how bad he was with the Bears, he closed the year out really strong. 4 of his final 6 games were impact weeks. He had a 19-21, a 17-24. And then 3 years ago, he finished as wide receiver 8 and that was being hurt the last 3 weeks. Granted, now we're moving back 3 years for an older guy. That's where it's like, for someone his age, it's like, can you really take what he did in 2023 into that much of an account? I get that. But that was his last full, big year in I would say San Diego. Was it San Diego?
Real quick, I'm going to answer this question. Yes, it does. I think that he may be the biggest benefactor of it. And that's who when I just said about getting sniped on, it was Juwan Johnson as my tight end too. So,
yep. Keenan, Jacoby Meyer. Here, you take that. Yeah. It's my pick.
Yeah. I would definitely. I think they're Wandale, Myers, and then a gap Keenan. But yeah, I guess I don't know. I think if they're just going to plug him into the Pittman role, I guess he's been around long enough to where like he should get. I don't know if he has any knowledge of the Steichen system or whatever, but I guess that's just my thing. Is we'll have to see how chemistry develops between the two because he's coming in so late. But I agree with you in that where he's going like around that 150 range, like that's fair.
Yeah, I bet it is, Michael. I bet it does have to do with Pierce for sure.
Yeah. Oh.
It's raining while I ride my bike home, but I can still make time to bait Cory about his weird passion on passing Mahomes. That's so good, Chad. Love it, brother. Stay safe on your bike, like we say as always.
How did I get baited? I didn't say anything.
Hey, still love it.
Yeah. All right.
All right, Zachy boys up.
I'm just going to look to see. Round. All right, so Allen went 161 in this draft.
He did. Now. He went 161 in yours. All right.
I cannot believe Travis Hunter's ADP is even where it is. I just feel like I never see anyone. I never hear anybody that's pro Travis Hunter.
I've talked to you about Travis Hunter.
Yeah, but I mean, but being pro Travis Hunter, you're not pro Travis Hunter.
Well, I'm even with the field Travis Hunter. I take 8%.
I don't know if you saw the other day. I mean, if you say what you want about it, but like I guess like 11 on 11s the other day, or was it yesterday? He didn't take a single snap in 11 on 11s. 100% defense.
Are you guys drafting any Alec Pierce? Alec Pierce is our favorite subject to talk about. No, or Corey's, I should say.
Good
Corey
one.
is no.
Good one.
Corey is
Bro,
100%
Alec Pierce.
anti.
Yeah. You know what?
I'm. I
I think would be more entertaining. I see it's either draft Alec Pierce or actually take a bag of money and light it on fire. Take your pick. What's
so
more for what's the content that you guys want to see? Because it's the same
I
thing.
I am just slightly beneath the field. I'm 7%, so I still will do it, but I don't do it quite all the time. Like 8% means you're even with the field. I'm 7% just beneath it. Corey's
What
like
round are
point
you guys
point
around
three.
18?
Yeah, we're in the last round.
Okay.
I just made
All
my
right.
last round pick. It was
We're in
Antonio
16.
Williams. You're in 16?
Yep.
All right. We done passed you. All right. Well, let me go ahead and do a review of our squads here. And then by the
And
time
real quick, Michael, like I all jokes aside, no, we got into a pretty serious discourse on this on a stream a few weeks ago about Alec Pierce because I have 1%. I've been fading him all year. I thought it was insane that people were taking him as a top 80 pick, and so I got lit up by that. Everybody got so mad at me, I just I don't see it. And now the ankle thing, I don't know how you can even look at him and think about like I don't even see much of a difference between him and like Jordan Tyson right now. Like, if you're scared of Jordan Tyson, you shouldn't be drafting Alec Pierce. Alec Pierce still has no timetable of when he's coming back. None whatsoever.
none, baby. Love this point about Juwan.
Actually, no. I don't. I don't think I'm only at like 4%. I am at 20 per.
Tyler
I'm at
Warren.
22% on Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren, I just think is going to lead the team in targets. And there's very few tight ends in the league that will lead their team in targets. I think he's one of them. So I think it's Bowers, McBride, Warren, and I don't know if Loveland will lead in targets. I wouldn't say that, but like he'll be more efficient. So, but I think those are the guys that will absolutely lead their team in targets.
This is crazy. Crazy Shuck was throwing to Juwan in college too. Yeah. Okay, let me run through the teams. Let's get through these. And then by the time we do that, you should be done and we can jump in our next one. All right,
I thought he
Joe.
was suspended. Or is suspended in the regular season.
Joe from pick 2 went with a 2-6-7-3. Drake May and Jackson Dart. Very nice combo there. I agree with not going with a third. Bijan, Cam Scatabo, Bashal Tootin, Jonathan Brooks, Jonah Coleman, and Emmett Johnson. Very nice running back room. I like this a lot. You were able to distribute your buys. You've got some second half of the year guys. Very nice there. Pair piece with Dart and Scatabo. Lad McConkey, Luther Burden. Then you waited Michael Pittman, Romeo Dubs, Jalen Coker, Ted Hurst, Malachi Fields. I like a lot of these picks too. And then Juwan Johnson, the aforementioned Juwan Johnson, as Vegeta was just talking about him. And then Terrence Ferguson and Theo Johnson. Joe, I love your squad, brother. The Malachi Fields and Theo Johnson are two of picks that I love to mix in late with Jackson Dart teams. And then
Malachi Fields had a great touchdown catch the other day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. And then Drake May, you got the Dubs piece. So, yeah, buddy, this is a really nice squad. Good draft from pick 2. All right, Cleves. Let's see what Cleves did this time. He picked right before me from pick 4, 2-7-6-3. So I expect your 6 wide receivers to be really good. Probably hero running back. Let's see how that turned out. It could have been a full fade. It was a full fade. Jalen Hurts and Tyler Shuck. That's a good 2 combo. I'm good enough with that, assuming that Shuck works. I think he will. Rico Dowdle, Kenny Gainwell, Zach Charbonnet, Mike Washington, Dylan Sampson, Ray Davis, and Justice Hill. The very much push running back room and going with 7. I like the 7. This hopefully can work like a puzzle piece. I do think you need a thing or two to go your way, even with taking that many, but that's a nice gamble. Puka Nacua, Pickens, Olave, Jamo, Diggs, and Jacoby. Yeah, brother. Great, great, great. 6. And I see why you stopped there and did the build you did with Loveland, Ferguson, and Chig. Chig probably wasn't even necessary. You could have maybe even added another running back there and even gone with a 2-8-6-2 possibly. But this is a really interesting squad. I definitely like it. I like what you did, mixing things up there. All right, me from pick 5, the 3672. Jaden, Matt Stafford, and Bryce Young. I took Bryce Young on this one because I had a Tet share. I know I have a pair piece with Devontae Adams, and then I added in Bill and Antonio Williams for Jaden, although I missed out on the digs because I was dumb and reeling off the Tyson. McCaffrey, Blake Corum, Bill, Aaron Jones, Taj Spears, and Kamara. I tried to bulk it there. I was able to pretty much diversify my bye weeks. I don't know if this running back room will work, but at least I gave myself some options and got McCaffrey leading the way. My wide receiver room, Zay Flowers and Tet and Devontae, I like the start. And then, of course, got the Tyson hit. It is what it is. I got knocked out. Denzel Boston, Keenan Allen, and Antonio. I love the Boston and Keenan. I hope that those made up for the Tyson pick with Bowers. And this is my second or third time taking Darren Waller this week. I only did it because I have Bowers and I had Bryce Young, and I just wanted to do it for fun. Would you draft Darren Waller at all, Corey? Do you think he's worth a click on a team like this? Or is that wasted?
18th round.
I think I wasted
no,
it.
I don't say, I wouldn't say wasted it, but we'll see, I guess. It's just, the thing is like, he went to an offense that I'm not confident in at all. So I'm not, but I don't know, maybe.
Have you clicked his
I was
name
just
yet?
talking. No, I have not. I don't think.
No.
Maybe I did. I don't remember. But I was just talking to a buddy of ours earlier about this, and that like Bryce Young has only thrown for 3,000 yards once, and it was 3,011. And how is he going to support Tet, Coker, Waller, all these guys that are being drafted? I don't see it.
Yeah, it's risky, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. The Dave at pick 8, 3573 got Caleb Williams. It's your boy with Dak Prescott and Shadur. Even year Dak and Shadur. What could go wrong with this quarterback room? I can't see a single thing. Omarion Hampton, Travis Etienne, Trayvon Henderson, Tyler Algier, and Tank Bigsby, all different bye weeks. I like your running back room. I like the Tank gamble there at the end. This is a very nice running back room right there, my friend. CeeDee Lamb, Michael Wilson, Wandale, Jaden Higgins, the Cyrus Allen move up to 161. Dude, Cyrus Allen, real quick. I am starting to do him more too, Corey. All the drum beats are going the way of Cyrus Allen, especially today. I think at this point, I am moving Cyrus Allen up to right there in that 160s of like, I got to start mixing him in. It's time. We don't, no reason to fade it anymore. Like, I think it's wheels up on drafting Cyrus Allen. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, for sure. I was a little skeptical, but since he's come back from injury and everything, he's been a bright spot. He fills a role that we don't have on the offense, and that's being like a man beater. And Rashee Rice has just not looked particularly crisp so far in camp. So yeah, wheels up.
Yep, he's a man beater.
I knew I had Taekwon. If Taekwon does miss time, I'll never recover financially, though.
You will not. At least it's the last round. Zachariah Branch, Jordan Whittington. Dave pulled the Jordan Whittington trigger. The guy who I have been trying to talk Duggar off a ledge of for 2 years. And you grabbed Jordan Whittington. Trey McBride, Mark Andrews, and Greg Dulcich. McBride and Andrews were good enough. You probably didn't need Dulcich, but that's one heck of a tight end room right there, bro. So very nice team, Dave. I like what you did. It's good top to bottom. All right, and let's close it out with Zachy Boy. Zachy Boy with a 3-5-8-2. Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, Mendoza. Okay, I like that. I mean, you have Josh Allen. You could have been done, but because Lawrence had the same bye, hopefully I am correct. And because my bet is that Mendoza will be the starter by week 6. And for your sake, let's hope that that's right for this team. Chase Brown, Saquon Barkley, Jordan Mason, Rashad White, Keaton Mitchell. Very nice running back room. I like it top to bottom. Started off super strong. You waited and were able to add in 3 good pieces here with Mason, Rashad, and Keaton. DJ Moore, Parker Washington, Khalil Shakur, sevens up, baby. Trey Tucker, Dontavian Wicks, Tank Dell, Devon Vele, and Calvin Ridley. I am all aboard this wide receiver room, with maybe a Khalil Shakir exception, but I know he's a pair piece, so I see why you did it, and I don't hate it. And then Tyler Warren, Dalton Kincaid, this is a very, very pro Josh Allen team, and I don't see a reason why not to do it. I like what you did top to bottom. I think we all drafted really nice teams in this stream, so you guys should be proud of those squads. Very, very nice. All right, Cory, I'm going to unshare my screen. Why don't you go ahead and add yours to the stage?
Yeah, and then we'll walk through my draft.
Go ahead and run through your team real quick, and then we'll join another.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, it just every once in a while it feels like I get punched in the ear. Real quick, I'm going to toss this up there. Chad, hey, man, it's been awesome getting to know you on here, brother.
Oh, yeah, we love you, Chad.
We appreciate it. Yeah, you're one of our top guys, and it's we really appreciate all the love. You're showing up every week, and I'm glad that we could be a source of entertainment to dummies just talking ball. So yeah, but glad you're here, brother.
Absolutely, my friend.
All right, we're gonna share this bad boy out. Yeah. Okay, and we're gonna hand the stage. All right. Can you see, or do I need to zoom right now yet?
Give it a zoom. Give it one zoom.
Okay.
A zoom. Maybe a two zoom. Try again.
Wow, that's it's a two zoomer?
And a boom.
Zoom.
Okay, now I can see good.
Any Xenon fans out there? Shout out Bethany. All right.
Thanks, Fantasy Dog.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Fantasy Dog, if you wouldn't mind grading this team too. I mean, I don't want to put you out or anything. But,
let's get the Fantasy Dog grade on this.
All right, so went with the 2583 as I mentioned before. This had a two. I went 2583, so I wanted to. I kind of leaned into some Week 17 correlation, Buffalo and Miami. So Josh Allen, Malik Willis at quarterback, running backs.
Real quick, bark, baby. Bone Capone says, how many barks? 2 barks, baby.
So James Cook, Achane. So whenever I went that route, I was like, all right, let's get some Buffalo, Miami going for Week 17. Jadarian Price, Jonathan Brooks, Kenny Gainwell. I think it's a good enough for 5.
Back room. Yeah,
I think there's a lot of ceiling there. So that's exciting.
There. You got a good mix too. You got the 2 guys at the top. Yeah, I'm all aboard. Here's where it gets a little dicey, but I see what you did.
But I went 8. So yeah, Garrett Wilson as a wide receiver 1. I'm always going to be comfortable with that. Tate, obviously, I even mentioned that I'd like to get a little more of Carnell Tate. I'm bullish on him. Matthew Golden, I don't click a lot, but it was kind of where this was a big ceiling receiver team. Same with Rashid Shaheed, Trey Harris, Adonai Mitchell, Ted Hurst, even Keon Coleman. Like these are big. See, these are pretty much all ceiling, little floor guys. So we're shooting for the stars. Then got the stack piece with Keon Coleman. Tucker Kraft took the dip on that. Now I did have to go with the dueling buys there, but buys don't matter anyway. But with Hunter Henry, I like the floor, and like he can, if Tucker Kraft does start slow, Hunter can keep a flow, but also pairing Dulcich with Malik Willis. So actually, I really like how this team worked out.
Yep, I'll give it.
I don't care what. All I care is what Fantasy Dog.
3.5 out of 5 barks. So yeah, no, I like the squad quite a bit. Wide receivers are a little shaky, but as long as that works out,
we have 8 of them.
It'll be fine. Yeah, exactly. Because I love your running back. I think your running back room is incredible on this team. Personally, Cook Achane is such a fun start. And I'm trying to warm myself up to Jadarian Price. I mean, Hard Knocks is going to help. By the way, new Hard Knocks tonight. Anyone watching?
Yeah,
I want to check that out.
I ended up watching the first 2 episodes.
You get
Man,
Zach gives
appreciate
you an
that.
A.
Yeah, that's because he knows ball.
I can't give it an A. No, I've seen too many betters.
Because you're jealous, dude. That's a good. And there's some guys you just need to warm up to, man. If I put stupid Parker Washington in there, you give it an A. Not on your life. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that button. Wrong button.
Oops.
Okay.
I did it again. All right.
All right.
You ready? Let's get ready. I'm ready.
Whoa.
Petridge Farm's ready. All right. I got the draft pulled up. You have it pulled up. Everyone get it pulled up here. It's puppy 3 time. I'll do the countdown and the button press. Cory, you get your screen ready. You share this one and lead the way. All right, boys. Join. 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go. I accidentally just hit the button and it's at 10
my God.
more. Go join.
Okay.
Go
all right.
join.
Well, maybe
8 more.
we
I
did the
accidentally
0
just hit the
second
button.
count.
It was a 0 second count. I literally, my pinky just hit it. 1 more.
Oops.
Draft starts soon. But at least whenever I did it by accident, it was at 10. I hope you guys got in. All right. Cory's in. Cleves is in. Dave is in. Joe is in. All right. I think we all got in. Did we miss anyone? And if there's anyone else who's in here that we don't know, let us know what your handle is. All right, Cory, I'm going to adjust our view here real quick. Okay, beautiful. You got pick 1.
Hey, oh shoot.
Pick 1, baby. Fantasy Dog missed it. Dang it. Sorry, Fantasy Dog. That was my fault. Like I said, I just accidentally hit the dang thing.
Did anyone update the Underdog app and see the new, like this new logo?
I have not yet. No.
It is trippy.
It's trippy, huh? Zach missed 2. Dang it. I did screw the pooch. Ah.
Oh man.
I pulled the Doc Brown. Damn.
All right. So who do? Okay, I see Dave Cleves. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
NFL. I was in with NFL the other day too.
Were you?
That guy. Yeah, and I was like, because it stuck out to me. I was like, oh, just
NFL. He must have got that thing really early.
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, that had to be super early to get that name.
Ooh, look at Amon-Ra going at 4. Cleves moving up Amon-Ra. He says, ooh, look at Cook. Look at our guys. We're cooking here. Cleves and Dave going with Amon-Ra and James Cook. Mixing things up. Appreciate you, Fantasy Dog. Got Joe D up here. Don't we? Was that Joe? Yeah, it was. Yep. He took JT. So there goes a JSN at pick 8. I was just talking about how I got lucky and then boom, here it comes. Yep. What badge does NFL have? NFL has a red shield.
It's a red, which that was the only thing that made me wonder. I'm like, all right, if you really got in that early and it's only a red, but I guess that doesn't really matter. But yeah, all right. So
I'm gonna do a JT. I'll move up. I almost got CMC. I was a pick away from getting a really nice CMC.
Are we looking at JT? Is it JT Bowers?
Well, I'm not gonna say for sure because I have a lot of already in this. I've got a lot of JT Bowers, so
it's gonna be JT Bowers.
It's probably JT Bowers. Does Gibbs have the most upside over Bijan with the schedule and Tua being poo, or will Bijan kill it in checkdowns? So I
Achane has done pretty good. Achane's done pretty good over the last few years with old check down Tua.
He sure has. I've said this whole time. I am fully on board with anyone that wants to take Bijan over Gibbs. I'll take Gibbs just because I believe in the offense so much more than the poo offense. But you know what?
I've actually said from the beginning.
AJ Brown. I'm mixing up to AJ Brown.
Clearly, I do take Gibbs at 101. That's only because that's the only time I ever have the chance to get him. If I So for example, I have a redraft league in a couple weeks, and I have the 101. I'm leaning Bijan over Gibbs. I just have a little more confidence with that. I think what
Hey,
we're
Corey,
what
I'll
it's
be right back. You keep going.
okay. Yep. I was gonna say the pro is the whole bell cow thing, which honestly that kind of scares me a little bit in that he's never had to be the full blown bell cow from wire to wire. Is he built for that? I don't know. I guess I just have a little more confidence in Bijan and his build and everything, but I don't think there's a wrong answer between Bijan and Gibbs. Like you're not going to lose your league because you took Bijan or Gibbs. If you lose, that means you just messed up the rest of the draft. Honestly, I think after 3 is when you could. I think 1, 2, 3 is a lock. And honestly, I would even listen to an argument for Chase at 101. But I don't know. Let's see here. Who is still available? Oh boy, this is all we got, huh? We're gonna go Nico Collins. And actually, you know what? I don't do this a lot, but given the recent news and everything, I'm going to go Chris Olave. Actually, we're going to mix it up a little bit. Back-to-back bye weeks because bye weeks don't matter; they are fake. He could sell his account and make big bucks. Gibbs have most, and then Corey thinks Gibbs is a twig. Yeah, it's not he's a twig. It's just he is a smaller frame compared to Bijan at least, and he's always had Montgomery, so he's never been like the true bell cow. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I was just, if I'm being devil's advocate, that's my argument against him, I guess. But I don't think there's a wrong answer. I prefer B. I feel like we just haven't seen Bijan's ceiling yet. Maybe that's where I'm at. I don't know. Maybe that's just where it's I feel like Bijan just has another level that he can get to. I think we've maybe not seen Gibbs' complete ceiling, but we've seen, I mean, he's been the RB1 and Bijan hasn't. So there's an easy answer or an easy argument for Gibbs. You know what? I'll tell you what too. This kind of falls into the whole even year DAC thing too of like, it does like there's a trend, but it's not like data supported or whatever. But the 101, I feel like, has kind of failed for a while now. Like consensus 101. Chase didn't have a bad year last year. He was the consensus 101, but he definitely had a down year by his standards, not by his own doing. It was Burrow getting hurt, but still, I feel like the 101's kind of been snake bit over the last handful of years. Because if you think about it, like Saquon was pretty much going 101 in 2019 after his rookie year, had a bad year because of injury. McCaffrey was going 101 in 20 and 21, hurt both years, right? So, and then CeeDee Lamb, I think, after his big year, like he was pretty consistently going up there. I feel like the 101's a little snake bit. So I don't know. That's kind of also where I put in there. But let's see. It scares me because the Lions have such an easy schedule and they're ahead in second half. Are they really going to pound the rock Gibbs every? No. I think that's valid. I mean, if they're trying to salt away the clock, it ain't gonna be Gibbs doing it. So I don't know, we'll see. But I don't know how their defense. Chad can probably speak on this better than I can, but I don't know how the defense is planning on holding up, I suppose.
The Lions
did the Lions did they just sign someone? Or did I see that they were signing someone? No, they signed Devin White. They signed Devin White.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say they're the ones that cut Terry and Arnold, right?
Yeah, they cut Terry and Arnold, but they did sign Devin White.
Chad says Lions defense is meh.
Yeah, I mean it has been for a while. Like a couple of years, their first big run was that 20. What year did we beat the Niners? 23. The defense was good, but they just got hurt.
Aiden Hutchinson back fully healthy.
Yeah, Aiden Hutchinson. Yeah,
I'm assuming he is. I was kind of asking that as
my understanding is yeah. But yeah, they just get beat to crap by the end of the year. Seems like they just had a lot of bad luck when it comes to that.
Man,
I
I
think this is
miss.
just going to be a bounce back year as a whole for the Lions. But Gibbs definitely has more I think just a little more ceiling. Bijan maybe has a little more floor. I'm speaking as like a Gibbs owner that got totally burned by him last year in the playoff rounds.
Yeah, meanwhile, Bijan was crushing the playoff rounds, absolutely crushing. He destroyed.
Yep. He won a lot of people a lot of money.
So you went with Montgomery, and who are you going to add with that?
J-Mo. Yeah, so my turn, Spence. You weren't here for it. I went Nico, then I went Olave.
Hey, look at you. Double H.
Yeah. I don't know if you so actually reports today. Dave, close your ears. You probably actually saw this. But it was a joint practice, Cowboys Saints, and all reports are that the Saints offense was just humming. Now, that's probably an indictment on the Cowboys defense, if we're being honest. Dave won't disagree there. But I did see like a couple plays where Olave. I did see a couple plays where Olave was cooking.
Yeah, we're Team Saints offense over here. So
yeah, if you're Saints offense, there's so many reasons to be on Saints offense. Like even
I've just
Shuck
been off
doesn't
Jordan
even have
Tyson.
to be like, yeah, same. And Shuck doesn't even have to be like Pro Bowl quarterback for it. It's because the Kellen Moore offense has always been fantasy friendly. It's their pace of play was at the top of the, it's a toward, or if not the number one in the league last year. So they're running up more plays than a lot of offenses are. I mean, whenever the last time, so we, was last year? Yeah, last year was Kellen Moore's first year, the Saints. So we're gonna, like those guys are gonna keep growing. And yeah, Kellen Moore had a lot of great years in Dallas. The Chargers year was a bit of a weird one, but that was mostly just the Chargers, and it was Brandon Staley, who was awful. But then he goes to the Eagles, and Saquon runs for 2,000 yards. So and the offense was great. So I mean, Kellen Moore, I think it's definitely an offense to buy in on. Cowboys got a pick, and Baby Steiner went nuts. That's all I see. Yeah. Well, I'd say he got popped for PEDs, but I guess that's not going to do anything until the regular season. It's if people who don't know it, it's Steinrecker or whatever. He's Scott Steiner, who's the wrestler, Big Papa Pump. It's his son.
you gotta kiss it. So the thing is, look, while you were just talking about that, look what I just did. Josh, I just took Lamar with Josh Allen.
Dog.
First time. I have not done this bully quarterback in any of these puppies. We're gonna try it here. This is number 75 for me.
Well, and okay, so Vegeta, I'll to that point, I think we've gotten kind of spoiled on running back health the last few years. So I would not be surprised at all if it came crashing down, because 2 years ago, I was blown away. Like if you went back and looked, just running back health was off the charts. And then I didn't think it could get any better. And last year again, it's just we are getting so spoiled by these running backs. And that's why they're all going so heavy. Because if you remember, probably like 3 years ago, it was just receiver heavy in the first round. And it's like half and half now, I guess. But we had like back-to-back years where it was like, or we've had back-to-back years where running back health is off the charts. And I am here for it. It'd be great if they stayed healthy.
Zach says, my Steiner math says I have 132.5% chance of winning BBM. All right, you're up. What you doing?
Yeah. Oh, hello. We are already counting down.
Ramondre, right in your lap.
Yeah, I don't take much from Andre.
You sure are.
Oh, I'm going to this time. We'll make an exception. I'm not going to take Jordan Tyson for that Saints build.
Quentin Johnston, that's the Cory pick. That's the Cory way.
I'm going Tony Pollard.
Ooh, look at you going strong RBs. Are you going to do a 4 RB build? Are you going to stop here? You could.
I don't think, nah. Yeah, theoretically, but I'm not going to probably. I'll grab one more, but it's going to be a little bit.
Gibbs and 3 good veterans. Jonah Coleman discussion. Hey, what have I been saying all summer, Chad? Jonah Coleman is a bet anti-Dobbins. Dobbins is great, but Dobbins
which is a
always gets
very
hurt all the
safe.
time. And so whenever he does, I've said all summer, when, not if, then Jonah Coleman is going to be the guy that replaces him because Harvey will have the same role. I think
Dude,
so.
I honestly hate when
Oh,
I
yeah.
click his name,
It's
but
true, though.
he's gonna end up being a rock solid RB3, boring. Couldn't be a less sexy, less or more boring pick than Tony Pollard. He's gonna play though.
A
Like
lot of people
he's
are talking up Tyson, though, or I mean, Tajee Spears, as being because the whole comment that the coach said of them being 50
no,
50. It's,
no.
hey, I'm not,
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I know. Like Tajay Spears is the fetch of fantasy football. Stop trying to make it happen. It's not gonna happen. Like fetch will never be a thing. Any Mean Girls fans out there? Uh, but stop trying to make Tajay Spears a thing. This isn't directed at you, so that's just in general.
I know.
Tajay Spears is
I was just
he's not going to be a thing. He won't be a thing ever.
I am just for reference, I am 16% Tony Pollard, which is probably way too much, and I'm 6% Taj Spears. So I still do draft Spears though. I mean, 6% is decent enough.
Hey, Spence, do you know who Dave's talking about? Just out of curiosity.
Um,
This is just a quiz.
let's see. Ron Dane? No, that was Wisconsin. No, I have no idea.
Okay, I was like, it's not Saquon. I'll give you a hint. So Katron Allen and Nick Singleton.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Those guys.
Singleton,
I remember
Singleton. I still think he's a fine late round, late round stab because why not? I like in a perfect. Now, granted, it is very risky to take a guy that needs multiple injuries to happen to be effective, but Tajay Spears has not been the picture of health, so. There's a path. I got in a bit of a discourse. I think it was a few weeks ago. That it was like who has the clear path between Katron Allen and Singleton, and I think it's Katron. It might seem I don't know. I think it's pretty similar. I just think that there's a little steeper hill for Singleton to climb.
Yeah, and we talked
with all due respect to Bill.
We talked about this at that time too, back a couple weeks ago, what you're referencing. And I remember at the end of it, the final verdict was, but they're probably both not going to matter anyway. So really, it's probably a moot point. I mean, that for Dynasty is one thing, but for this year, for best ball, I mean, maybe they're worth to me, like a 3-4% clicks, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have Emmett. I'd rather have Mike Washington.
All right. We're gonna get a little crazy here. I think I am gonna take Jordan Tyson.
Oh my gosh, an intentional Jordan Tyson click.
And then to make
Alex
sure I don't
Pierce,
miss
just
out.
do it. Just take them both.
Yeah, right. In your bra. No, we'll get Goff to go with my Detroit boys.
Here's another time taking a quarterback over Mahomes.
But we're talking. I mean, we're at 96 now compared to that, and again, it's part of the build. And I am out on Jordan. I've been out on Jordan Tyson all summer, but we've said ad nauseum, it's all because of his ADP. We're getting now at least at minimum right now. There's compared to ADP, at least a 25 pick discount.
Sure.
You said you can't be I really don't think you can be anti Jordan Tyson, pro Alec Pierce.
No. It's true.
The same thing. We don't know. Like at least Jordan Tyson has a timeline. We don't have one with Alec Pierce. And I agree. I'm just saying
with the dip. I agree. I didn't get him in the last draft at a dip because it got autoed to me. So I think it was at pick 76. So But speaking of that dip, we are now at pick 106, and Alec Pierce is there. I think I'm
There
going to do it.
he is there. He is there.
106, because again, yeah, post pick 100. I'm pretty fine with taking Tyson or Pierce post pick 100. Their upside is worth the gamble for me at that point. Over say Golden, who went the pick after, at least in my book.
Gonna be Golden.
A lot of more people like Golden more. I agree a little bit more with our boy Vegeta here, because I'm definitely, I think if Christian Watson does stay healthy, he will be a monster. Cory passed on Worthy and Patrick. Hashtag fake Chiefs fan.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, people like. I know I can't remember. I'll have to go back and look and see what my percentages are. But I actually Chad's the worthy guy. He's the one that drafts all the worthy. Even though I have plenty of worthy. Yeah, see Zach. F you, buddy. You don't know me. Oh man, oh man. How are we feeling, Spence? How's the team looking so far?
Well, it's an interesting build. So I just took Casey Concepcion over.
You're at 2-3-4-1. I'm at a 1-4-4-0.
I considered right there moving Shakir up because just to pair a piece with the Bills with Josh. I didn't because I do like Casey more. I also thought about going with my guy Stribbers instead of Casey. Stribbers or Casey? Which one do you think?
I'd still go KC.
Yeah, it's close though, right? It's gotten close, I think.
There it is. Here it comes. So I don't know. Devo's probably not in here still, but if he was, he just sent me that Juju, the Giants officially released Juju.
Oh, yep. So there we go.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
It's time.
Do not draft him. Do not draft him. But yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Like if we get to Thursday and he's not a Chief, end of day Thursday, I'll be stunned. He is 110% going to be a Chief. Again.
110. Junior. Shadur. Deshaun. Yeah. They both suck. I mean, it's going to probably be Shadur. Yeah. That's pretty much what we've settled on, but it's not good either way.
It's really bad.
And it definitely is an indictment on picking the Browns guys, which I like to do. Boston, KC, and Fannin. I like taking them all, but yet I also am definitely afraid of the quarterback, and I never want him. And I've talked about that being an oxymoron of like, how dumb am I? Kelsey and Shuck. There you go. You got Shuck. You needed Shuck. That had to happen.
Yep.
Kelsey.
Oh yeah, Shuck and Goff was always the plan. Yeah, and Kelsey is the tight end one of all time.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
Man, if you ever get a chance to just like go back and like look at the numbers that he was putting up, like really still putting up like good numbers, but like in his prime, especially the Mahomes years, really, god dang, he was just on another level. I did hear the other day, I was listening, I think it was Zach Eason's again, that I think it was like they were talking bold takes, and one of them was that Colston Loveland is going to be the first tight end in the last 5 or 6 years to average 20 fantasy points per game.
Yeah, no way.
The last one to do it was Travis. Last one was Travis Kelsey in 2020. It was a bold prediction.
Yes, that is bold.
It was a bold prediction segment, but because I think it's because when it was his like the back half of the year when he like started, like he averaged 18. So but it's projecting over, like extrapolating that for an entire season. But again, they're bold takes for a reason.
Sure. Yeah, I don't have a problem with someone thinking that. They just want to put a stand on Colston Loveland. For me, I'm putting my stand on Tyler Warren. I'm flat out would rather have Warren than Loveland, even with him being cheaper. But even if they were the same price, I actually think Warren will be better. Loveland may have a higher ceiling. I could be wrong on that.
Or even second quarterback. And Goff as well. Oh, and take Goff as well at a 6 point. Yeah. Absolutely. That
Goff for sure.
Goff in a 6. Yeah. Well, if there's a Mahomes question, don't ask me. I could not be more biased. But uh, Goff in 6-point touchdown leagues is a cheat code, like because you can get him outside the top 10 quarterbacks, and when all's the same, then he's up there with the elite. It's almost like a guaranteed in a 6-point touchdown. Like that completely eliminates the rushing touchdown advantage for your Jalen Hurts and guys like that. So yeah, 6-point touchdown leagues. Burrow and Goff are huge in those.
Yeah. Bowers and McBride will do much better than Loveland. Loveland may have the same season he did last year. If he does, he's going to be a terrible pick at his ADP, but I'm all aboard. Yeah, I would rather spend up on Bowers or McBride, or I would rather spend down on Warren. And I still, out of respect, I still will take Loveland around a 6-7% clip. But I definitely prefer the other. If I'm spinning up at tight end, I'd rather do it the other directions. Terrence Ferguson will be a top 5 tight end. Bold take, Dave. But honestly, it doesn't take a lot to be a top tight end. Only a few things have to go right for you. So
Kelsey, I'm pretty sure tight end 3. Well, look at Pitts. Pitts got tight end 2 from basically one game.
I actually think that I would put Terrence Ferguson as a top 5 tight end as a better bold take than Colston Loveland to be the highest scoring point per game tight end ever. The Tyson injury reminds me of rookie year Odell. Oh, well, wouldn't that be something? Because if that's the case, then yes, this is a prime buying opportunity. I don't even put that together, but I can kind of see that.
Oops.
I can kind of see that, Junior. I think it's an interesting point. Probably doesn't put up 1,300 yards in 13 games, though. Yeah, probably. I would say most likely. I'm playing a 6-point passing, 3 flex, no kicker. I want to fill my whole lineup and take those 2 at the end. Love it, bro. Seriously, if you can do that.
I'm sorry. I'm playing a 6-point passing, 3 flex, no kicker. I want to fill my whole lineup, take those 2 at the end. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Zach. I feel you, brother. I do. And Loveland, almost all of his work was in the second half of the season. Now that's what we're betting on. It's like Parker Washington.
I was going to say, I was going to say you can't be a Parker Washington guy and not bet on Loveland because Parker Washington was the back of the.
But it's the same thing though, is what I'm saying. It's like it was the same time of the year, but it's different situations, different ADPs, blah blah blah. But it's the same type of bet.
Pretty crowded rooms too, but it's I what's weird is like I never saw myself as like a huge Loveland guy, but I have I wouldn't say I don't know. I guess I've become the Loveland guy, but I think he's getting a little. I think you're undervaluing him a little bit. Go ahead and answer Dave's question.
Oh, it was a joke. It was a joke question. Like I would trade Brandon Aubrey for Cam Little.
Yeah, honestly, the fact that like when you offered it, I was like, what did you think was going to happen?
Yeah, it was a joke.
What did you think was going to happen? I had to take Alvin Kamara really early, but I wanted him. So
again, I value Colston Loveland as my tight end.
Why do you hate him so much? What did he do to you?
I'm just saying, if I'm spending up at a top tight end, as you know I do, I spend up on Bowers or McBride in round 2 or 3, or I wait till round 6 and I get Warren way more often than I spend round 4 on Loveland.
Oh, now, yeah, I'm not arguing that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. That's my whole point, is like, of all the top 4 tight ends, Loveland is my least, even though, because again, we're talking about who could be the groundbreaking highest scoring tight end ever.
Well, and so like, that's why obviously I've been taking a lot more of Tyler Warren at ADP. For me, I like Jacoby Myers at ADP more than Parker Washington and BTJ for that matter.
Buddy, I'm sorry. I just am pumped. I got a last second. Last second star switch. I got Jacoby Lane paired with Lamar. I had Trey Harris in there, and then last second I was like, oh, Jacoby Lane, undo Trey. I got it. Woo! That was a big one. Oh, that was a big one. That makes me feel good.
Real quick, I just want to point out this Keenan Allen 143, Camaro 144. Just what could go wrong there?
What? Nothing could
Nothing
go
at
wrong.
all. It's gonna be fine. Everything's great. All right.
Yeah, Zach. I'm gonna go see. Let me go see where I'm actually at. Let's go see here. Loveland. I'm 7%, so I'm right there with you, Zach. 7%. I'm basically almost even with the field. That's not
if I had to guess, I'm probably right around that.
It's not even. It's just again versus the other three. That's my whole point. He's my fourth out of the top four. All right. Back to ya. Well, kick away. What you got there, my friend? What you got there? Pacheco time. I mean, it's Lions. You want to take him as a handcuff?
It is Lions. It is Lions.
Chad's at 10%. Yep.
I'm going to go Rodgers right here. Grab him a little early.
What'd you do? Oh, you spent up and went ahead and got a.
Yeah, I spent up and got Rodgers. Yeah. It'll make sense soon. There's a little bit of a play in there. Let's see. And who you asked me about Loveland. Colston Loveland. I'm actually at 6%. Yeah. So I'm lower than you.
Yep. So again, it's because of where he's being drafted at. If you put Loveland and Tyler Warren right next to each other in ADP, I'm probably right there in them like this.
Now, if where the Loveland thing will really take off is if the Burden injury lingers. That's where you're really going to see huge, like as far as like ADP, whatever, or like your value, that's where the values can skyrocket. If either, because like we're talking about Rome still, I mean, Rome has the foot thing. He says he feels good, so I'm not worried about it. But if that flares up or Burden has the groin and that lingers, soft tissue injury, so it's there's a path, I should say. There is a path.
Man, I'm going to take a pretty big Jalen Naylor hardly newer fall here. He just fell from ADP 147 to pick 178. Yeah, why not? What could go wrong?
Cory Laporta comparison with Loveland, please. Ben Johnson loves it. So yeah, and that's the thing too is they took Colson Loveland was Ben Johnson's first draft pick as the coach of the Bears. It's not crazy to think that the offense is going to, or the passing offense is going to run through him, is going to run through Colson Loveland. That's not at all out of the question. I'm not sure about like target wise. Like the receivers might get more targets when it's all said and done, but I just don't think the Loveland argument's crazy by any means.
I was thinking about Trey Harris 2 rounds ago. He was still there, so I took him too since he fell. I'm like, why not?
Trey.
I almost just went Ray Davis, but
trigger Trey.
Yeah, go trigger Trey. I think I'm probably good enough with my running backs where they are.
I was gonna say I was just looking Gibbs, Monty, so I reunited Sonic and Knuckles.
Yep.
Ramondre, Pollard, Kamara.
Yeah, that's good enough.
I think that's good enough.
I thought you were maybe even good enough with the 4. So with Kamara as the 5, I would definitely be good, especially considering how that works for your stack. Cool Smurfer. Thank you, brother. Again, just for the reminder, smash that like button, anyone. If you haven't yet, definitely hit that like button. It helps the channel out a lot. YouTube, algorithms, visibility, all that good stuff.
Yes.
Zach, I appreciate that, buddy. I do. I think if they did, I wouldn't be so much higher on Warren. I would be right there because I just think they're And I think Warren is again, I think he's the better, more stable option. Loveland just might have a higher upside.
I think Loveland has a higher upside. It's not even close.
Okay, back to you. Well,
Uh,
ADP agrees with you.
yeah, I just think Loveland does have the higher ceiling.
Patty, it's Patty time.
Kidding me?
I thought you were going to go Patty and Jeremy. I really did. When you were like, it'll make sense soon.
Dude, there's a slow I have going that I loved the team and accidentally swiped freaking Jeremy. And I was so this is one of a million slows.
Are you anti-Jeremy?
I am anti-Jeremy. I just don't get it. I don't see what's there in this format. Like Dynasty, sure, stashing. I don't see a path. It'd have to take multiple injuries and we don't know what the patent. Now I have said, I'm on record saying that the McCarthy offense has produced fantasy points, but it's just that offense. And do you really want the wide receiver, maybe 4 of the offense? 3 or 4 of that offense? I don't know if I do.
Well, if he's the 4, I definitely don't. If he's the 3, I kind of do. But
is he going to out-target Freiermuth and Darnell Washington? Which actually, Darnell Washington's getting a little smoke. So, because I guess I think he outsnapped Freiermuth, and ran more routes. That's what it was. I saw the other. I think his route participation was higher the other night too.
I told you, brother. Darnell, he's a thing. Aaron Rodgers throwing to him last year. Just occasionally, but it was put on my radar.
I'm the Laporta guy here. Spencer hates him, but Spencer hates his guts.
I hate him.
It's a tight end this year. If your name isn't Brock Bowers or Tyler Warren, you're trash. That's Spencer's philosophy.
That's exactly right. Colby Parkinson is not sexy.
But Darnell Washington, your boy.
I could, but
he's getting a little steam.
I'm just going to go ahead and take Colby. I actually thought about taking Dawson Knox. I'll be honest with you. I thought about Dawson Knox. Steelers preseason game. Nice. So I wonder if that has to do with Jeremy. Here's what I was going to say. So with Jeremy, Jeremy could be nothing. That could be one of my bigger misses. I have from back in our rookie days, back all them months ago when we were doing those rookie pages. I remember watching the Jeremy film, and Jeremy stood out to me in my mind as I watched him. I'm like, he reminds me a lot of Chris Godwin, and I don't think that Pittman and DK are they're such target monsters that Rodgers can't have Jeremy be a thing. But I also could be way wrong. And if it ends up being Roman Wilson or something, well, then he will be nothing. Chad said Jeremy had an amazing preseason game. Nice.
Well, he did, but again, that was with the backups. That was not with Aaron Rodgers, but it wasn't with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers. When does Aaron Rodgers ever trust rookies? The answer is he doesn't.
Well, that's true. He usually doesn't. But this is the last year of his career. He can't. Last game of the season, can't hold anything back now.
That's true. You can't hold anything back. But yeah, Rodgers has never been one to really trust rookies at all. And so
that's been a thing. All right. Well, these were fun teams. Good food, good times, good fun.
Yeah.
You want to pull that back up?
Yep.
And you got it. I'll knock the comments off the stage for a minute. Hey, Jeremy ran with the ones. See, and again, I try not to let preseason adjust me. I try to mostly stay away, but I listen to people.
It's fine to run with the ones, but he didn't run with the one quarterback. It doesn't. I mean,
he's throwing positives. I'm talking about. He's giving me some positives,
and that's fine. Okay,
it's better than Roman Wilson.
Sure, I'll give you that. But I mean, and you know what? We talked about the pass catchers there. We didn't even talk about Jaylen Warren.
Oh, that's my number one.
Jordan. I mean, he got a hefty amount of targets. before, and now Kenny Gainwell's targets are gone. So
That's what I'm thinking. I've been Jalen. Jalen Warren, Michael Pittman all
that's
day
not the
long.
point, though. I know he's not going to play. He shouldn't play preseason, but like Jeremy Bernard balling out with Drew Aller, that doesn't do much for me, playa.
I appreciate it, Chad.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I'm happy for you guys as Jeremy guys. I love it. All right, well, we'll just kick it off with mine. How about that?
Kick it off. You're at the
I'm
top
first.
of the draft.
Okay.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Chad, let it go. Jeremy Bernard, what are we talking about here? You're holding it against for. I'm just saying, like, from fantasy purpose, like, why would you? It doesn't matter what he does in the preseason if he's not doing it with Aaron Rodgers on the field. Like, Aaron Rodgers is going to throw to who he trusts, not be like, oh, hey, look at that guy. He did great in the preseason game. I'm going to throw the ball to him.
But the point is, it shows the team is liking him, and it's positive. It's better than negative, and him running behind people. So
you guys are just too much preseason.
All right,
boy,
review your squad.
Okay. So I went with a 3-5-7-3, the classic build. But we did get some stack-a-lack-a ding-dongs going. So we got Jared Goff, Tyler Shuck, Aaron Rodgers. That's not the sexiest quarterback room you'll ever see, but it'll play. I missed out on Aaron Rodgers, wide receiver 1, and Jeremy Bernard. So don't hold that against me, everyone. RB room we already talked about, but when you start an RB room with Gibbs, you're in a pretty good spot. But reunited Sonic and Knuckles, little Ramondre, who we don't draft a ton of, but he has looked good. And then Tony Pollard, Alvin Kamara, again, out like from here down, not sexy, but he'll get the job done. Receiving room went with the Nico Chris Olave, and then JMO for a little ceiling there, but then Jordan Tyson, again, 25 round. Now, I think his ADP is definitely going to, in the coming days, we're going to see it get more to this level, if not into the hundreds. But I'm fine with fading him until this point. I probably wouldn't have clicked him if it weren't an intentional Saints build, but we are getting to the point where he might start becoming a value because, like, it's in this format. If he's going to come back and be good in the second half, I think we're okay with that, right? I mean, isn't that the reason to draft Alec Pierce? So
yeah. This is all
Jalen
assuming
McMillan.
for him that he doesn't that these aren't like chronic recurring hamstring injuries and he can actually come back. Hopefully that's the case.
Sure. It's again, yeah, it's the same thing as Pierce. It's like we're just assuming that his ankle.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm not.
They're the same bet at this point.
If it weren't a Saints build, I probably wouldn't have picked it, but it definitely is more palatable here. And then I think it's a solid receiver room. Depending on obviously what I get from Tyson, Caleb Douglas. I've been drafting him. And like what I've seen as far as like tape, and he had the nice play the other night. So, and running with the ones and the actual number one quarterback is a good thing. And then I like my tight end room a lot for fading, not taking one until 120, but Kelsey, Juwan Johnson, Pat Freiermuth. I think that I think my stacks fell in line pretty well, and I'm happy with it.
Heck yeah, absolutely.
All right, we are going next to Khalibs, who went with the 2682. Caleb and Jackson Dart. I am absolutely fine with that being two QBs. Jeremiah Love, Love, Warren, C-Rod, Crod. Actually, did you see that report? It's like a beat reporter, Jacksonville, and he's said he thinks that it's going to be 100% at like 50-50. It's like it's going to be Crod and Tootin, and with even Crod maybe getting a slight edge. So
I believe that for the first 2 weeks of the season. I don't believe it as the season moves on. But go ahead.
Tyrone Tracy taking the dip on him, which we expected with the Najee signing and missing that big old block. Let's see. Zach Charbonnet and Mike Washington. Yeah, that's a solid room. I like the room. That's a good looking room. Amon-Ra, Neighbors, heck of a start there. Burden, man, yeah, great receiving room. Oh yeah, man, yeah, it would have been great. Like if he would have been able to grab Jaden there with those two, but still, even without, that's a heck of a receiving room, dude. Great receiving room. I don't even know if you needed Malachi Fields there, but why not? The rich get richer. And so Kittle Stowers. So I would say, I would say instead of like Fields, maybe like Stour, or instead of another tight end, either a better tight end 2 or adding a tight end 3. But yeah, other than that, I like the team a lot.
Yeah, same
Like
here.
You did work, Cleves. I like it a lot.
The only, if you would add Theo Johnson instead of Malachi Fields to that, then you have my stamp of approval more than what it is. But I still love the team.
Yep. All right. Now we're on to Dave with the 3573, just like me. Oh my God, twins. Bo Nix, Jordan Love, Jacoby Brissett, solid room. James Cook, Derrick Henry, Rashad White, Jonah Coleman, Pacheco. Like that room a lot. That is a really good looking room. Especially, we talked a little bit about Jonah Coleman. Someone asked Sean, I don't know if you saw this soundbite or whatever, but they asked Sean Payton why he took Jonah Coleman out after 3 plays. He was like, what else did we need to see? He's been doing what he does in practice and everything. So basically a big time endorsement of Jonah Coleman. And then Ladd, man after my own heart, spin up a little bit on him, and I'm totally fine with it. But Ladd, DJ Moore, Devontae, DK, Addison, Vele, and then Kraft, Strange, Hawkinson. Dude, I love this team, Dave. Nicely done. What about you, Spence?
I think it's a very solid top to bottom team. There's not much that I don't like about it. I'm not a Pacheco guy, but I could be wrong.
I know you're not a Pacheco guy. I would say but having the 2 guys up here there, but I'm a Rashad White guy, and I think you are too. So these 3 are going to have to carry for a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, I think because he's got the wide receiver room to support it. So I like it a lot, Dave. All right, who else is in here? Old Pence Daddy.
Joe, don't forget
Joe. Did I miss Joe? Oh, yeah, he's okay, but we're just not there yet. Yeah, I would never forget Joe. Are you kidding me? Spencer with the bully quarterbacks. Look at you.
Yeah, it's super rare. A first time.
Big Papa Pump flexing them muscles.
That's it.
So, Allen Lamar, QB1, QB2, Genty, Kyron, Rico, Keaton, Woody Marks, Ray Davis. Yeah. Looks good to me. I don't even think you needed Ray Davis per se.
I did.
I think you were good at 5, but sure. Go with the 6. Brown, then waited a little while to Godwin. We already talked about we're big Godwin guys. Probably a wasted pick here, but no, I'm kidding. But took the Alec Pierce dip, Concepcion. Then we got some stack piece right there with Khalil Shakir. Got a nice Jacoby Lane, which, I still am surprised is 169.
Yeah, I know. Same here. Dude, I felt that was a blessing. That was a blessing right there.
But Jalen Naylor, hardly know her at, huge dip there. Freaking 30 pick dip there. And then Trey Harris, another dip. So got some nice value there on the tail end. And then Tyler Warren, Colby Parkinson. So Tyler Warren is going to have to do the heavy lifting there, and that's okay. That's what you draft him for. So that's a solid team.
For waiting at wide receiver team like that. It's fun. I like how the room turned out. My wide receiver room turned out on the back half actually pretty darn good.
Yeah, honestly, like if there was any way to take Ray Davis off and get a better tight end too, and then that would put it over the edge.
3. Yep. That's what I should have done, taken 3 tight ends instead of 2. But I like, honestly, even if I had Dawson Knox instead of Ray Davis, I like the team more. But
the old NFL, I still that name just gets me. All right, and this is Joe, right? Just making sure I got the.
Are you on Joe D 1414?
Where's Joe D? Oh, there he is. Okay, we are 2583 on Joe D. Stafford, Daniel Jones. I'm not sure that's strong enough for 2 QB room, but we'll see how the rest of the roster fills out. But Taylor, Hampton, Swift,
last
Bucky
year it would
Algier.
have last year it would have
Yeah,
been, but this
sure.
year, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, for you spin up on running back and it shows. And even having those 4 strongs and getting and just capping it off with Algier, great running back room.
That's
Probably got the strongest in the pod for sure.
Yeah.
But BTJ, you dog, Jaden Reed, Michael Wilson, Pittman, Cyrus Allen, Pat Bryant, Teddy. Yeah, I think for pushing a little bit, I think that's absolutely a very solid room. And then I don't think you would with McBride and Ferguson. I think you could have allocated this, or like you didn't need a third tight end. In these
another
situations. Yeah, another wide receiver, or I feel like in these situations, if I have this QB room toward the end, I'm probably grabbing a Tua or a Geno or something to something like that. Otherwise, it's a solid team. Yeah, I'm actually okay with this wide receiver build. I like doing the bulk one. Just give yourself more options, and hopefully it just lines up. But
especially with having that running back room. So
yeah, my draft strategy, based on the fantasy VIP, that's what my number robust running back has been, or has been my top preferred build. I just like to knock out running back as fast as I can and just start snatching up values. But yeah, good team, Joe. Nicely done.
Heck yes, brother. All right. Well, that was some great drafting right there. The puppy
Hopefully
3.
Keon plays more than 40% of the time this year. Yeah, I've been taking shares. So I'll go look and see what my Keon shares are at.
Me too. I'll go Bills. I'm just going to type in Bills. Let's see. I'm 7%. I'll tell you all my Bills.
I'm at 8.
You're at 8% Keon Coleman. I'm 6% DJ Moore, 5% Keon Coleman, 3% Khalil Shakir, 1% Skylar Bell. So I'm not very high on taking all of them. I'm 7% Josh Allen, 5% James Cook, 4% Dalton Kincaid. So that tells me for one of the best teams in football,
I think we're both too light on the bill. I agree. I'm at 10% on Moore. 8% on Keon, 5.3 on Cook, 5.3 on Khalil Shakir, 5% on Josh Allen, 4.4 on Dalton Kincaid, and then I feel a little bit of Ray Davis and 1 Skylar Bell team. But yeah, I mean, I have 35 teams with DJ Moore, so I'm cool with that. I wouldn't mind getting that number up a little more, but I agree. For what should be one of the highest scoring offenses, that's probably pretty underweight.
It's pretty underweight. And I think the reason why is probably because Josh Allen being as high as he goes. I mean, I still take 7%. That's almost even with the field, but I don't make a priority to always have to go grab Josh Allen. So then I'm not looking at his stack pieces. Zach DJ Moore, that's great.
I agree, and that's probably looking at that. I might try to focus on that a little more. It's exactly what you said, though, is like just because I have a reputation to uphold as the stack man. I don't take a lot of Josh Allen, so I'm not always looking at Bills builds, and that's I just need to probably get that out of my head. Got to be sneaky with the wide receivers. Never know who's the next Puka. I mean, if you ask anybody, next Puka is Cyrus Allen. That's what I keep hearing. 5th round pick. There we go.
Chris Bell. Let's do it.
I was going to say, Cyrus Allen plays a very similar game, too, to Puka. So you'd be the judge. God, that'd be so sick.
Oh, God, if Cyrus Allen is the next Puka.
Cyrus Allen ends up being great and stays out of jail. That'd just be amazing. Honestly, at this point, I'd take the jail thing. Just stay out of jail and just be productive. That's it. That's all I care about.
Hey, thanks, Joe. Appreciate you, buddy.
Thanks to everybody. Awesome. Another great night. Appreciate you all showing up, showing out. Hit that like button if you haven't already. We're coming back Friday, right?
Night week. Yes,
Yeah,
it's my
because
birthday on Saturday.
his birthday's Saturday, so show up on Friday and wish him happy birthday.
Yep. And yep, so I got plans Saturday night, gonna be a fun one. And yeah, no, looking forward. We may end up doing Friday back-to-back weeks. We'll see how next weekend turns out too. It's a big draft weekend. So yeah, so we'll see. But Chad, he'll be here. Love it, buddy.
Yeah.
He says Friday's my day off. Yeah.
Let's go.
Sounds great, buddy. And keep your eyes peeled. I've been working on since August 9th, so about 10 days now. I've been working on getting my PowerPoints for my rankings videos I'm going to do. So just keep your eye out. I'm going to be starting those soon. Hey, thank you, buddy. My birthday is the 25th. So Chad's coming up just a few days after. Yep. So Chad's
my daughter's
will be
the
Tuesday,
28th. So
right?
huge.
So Chad's Tuesday, a week from today. It is. Yeah. So next Tuesday we'll be drafting on Chad's birthday.
Things to do than hang out with us on your birthday, but yeah, if you do, we're honored.
Chad, if you do, by the way, Chad, if you hang out with us, email me sgtfantasybaseball@gmail.com. sgtfantasybaseball@gmail.com. Email me. I will buy your drafts next Tuesday for you, buddy. Yep. We'll talk. I'll Venmo you over. I'll buy your drafts next Tuesday.
As long as their puppies are lower. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think, maybe not millionaires, but
yeah. Hey, buddy.
But I love you.
Hey, you never said the tournament. Chad wants to do a Mastiff. So.
I did. Yeah, you're right. I didn't say it.
You didn't say deal's a deal unless you're a liar. But
I mean, unless you're a cow.
Cool.
Well, all right.
So yeah, Friday night we'll see you guys there. Let's do it.
Absolutely. See y'all. Till next time. Keep drafting. Go get in a couple more puppies. It's almost done. Bye.